So, hello everyone, this is Samanika here, and we are back to where we left off last time. As you can see, I have changed the name of my channel to the Desi Simmer. So, do like and subscribe to the channel. And as you can see, I have changed the interior slightly since the last time. What I have done here is that I've changed the flooring and I have added a few decorative elements to the house, changing the flooring and the walls and the bathroom as well, and even her bedroom to make it look nice and sort of feminine, so that it reflects her personality. And I have added a few decorative items as well to improve the environment in the house. Okay, so we can begin. Let's begin today's video. What we can do is that we can try to get Richa into the ideal mood, focused. So let's see. Let's purchase some books. Okay, so the best way to get her into the focused mood is to buy a chess table. What I'll do is that I will type in chess here. Very basic chess table. Maybe if somebody decides to come along, she can play chess with them. And there. So what we do is that we get her to play chess. Let's check where her needs are at this point. Okay, all are green so far, but eventually we will need to see if the needs need to be fulfilled. Okay, I don't know why she doesn't seem to be coming into the focused mode. And there, let's give her a break with the chess. And what we can do is that let's fulfill her needs. So she needs to use the bathroom firstly, so we can do that. Yeah, and then what we can do is that we can ask her to cook something. So what do we cook? mm, let's do a guard fruit salad. We can put the rest of it in the fridge. Okay, so she eats something healthy. And what we can do is that since she is an active sim, we can probably buy her a treadmill which we can put outside. That goes right here. Her social seems to be going a bit low. What we can do is that we can probably travel somewhere close by. Should we take her to the gym? Yeah, it will help her active self as well, and we can socialize. So let's take her to the gym. Burners and builders. Okay. Change into your active wear. Okay, what you can do here? It's 9:29 p.m. In the Sims. So what we need to do is that we need to get Richa home and prepped up with all her needs completely, so that she is well prepared for her work tomorrow. What we need, so I will just take her home right away. Let's quickly give her a bath. Take a speedy shower. Now that her needs are fulfilled and we see that she is pretty low on energy as well, so what we do here is that we get her to sleep, and then I'll fast forward the game to the next day and we can see what happens next. Okay, so we have just 1 hour left to get to work, and what we do is that we can just let her get all the leftovers in the kitchen, in the fridge. Oh yes, it's time for work. So duty calls. The world is a never-ending cesspool of grime and crime, and it's time for Richa to take a big bite out of it. Sounds gross. Care to join them, or should they go to work alone? Join. Welcome to the force. It's time to start fighting crime. First things first. Use a computer to get a case assignment. Okay, so workday ends at 5 p.m. and as we see here, we need to start getting done with the tasks as they come in. In a case assignment for her first, but she seems to want to use the washroom, so case assignment. Assist with a crime scene investigation. You need to learn the ropes before you can handle running your own case. You start by assisting a veteran detective with a crime scene investigation. Use the crime map to travel to the crime scene. Okay, so let's go in here to the crime map where we travel to the crime scene. At a crime scene, you can find clues that will help you track down a suspect, investigate damaged or stolen objects, and search for clues on the ground nearby to uncover more evidence. Also, talk with witnesses to get a report about what happened. Okay, what we do here is we get in here, start taking pictures. Take evidence picture. Yes, there, one there. And a second one right here, we can take the evidence picture. We can dust for fingerprints. We can take dust for fingerprints here as well. Collect evidence sample. There, we collected some more samples. Okay, we need to speak to a witness, so let's go below. We take the witness report. Now that you've gathered evidence from the crime scene, it's time for you to start tracking down a suspect. Use a chemical analyzer and computer to evaluate the evidence you found at the crime scene. There's a chance you'll discover some information about who committed the crime. Okay, let's do that. So let's go in here and use the chemical analyzer. Let's sample evidence. Okay, there the sample goes in, and okay, the analysis has failed, so we'll have to analyze another sample. So we can do this here again. Let's do it for the second sample. Okay, great. So the fourth sample worked out, and nice work. Analyzing evidence from the crime scene allows you to discover clues about the suspect. Once you're running your own case, you will have to analyze lots of evidence before you can find the suspect. For now, use a computer to file the crime scene evidence so that the senior detective can take over. Come on. Good work. The evidence you found will be helpful to the detective in charge of this case. Once you get your own case, you'll have to follow up on the evidence yourself. Tomorrow, you will learn about the next steps in a case. For now, take some time to help process criminals here at the station. Okay, let's do that. Criminal fingerprint. Let's do this. Richa's work will end in 1 hour. She should wrap up what she's doing. Each workday can be extended once by clicking on the event timer. Okay. So I guess we can stay a bit late and help her learn. I mean, learning never goes out of fashion, right? So let's just get her to wait for a longer bit, I feel. Stay late. So now her work day will end at 7 p.m. so she can try to learn the rest of the things at the station, and which will help her become a better cop eventually. So what we can do next is we can take mug shots as well. So let's take his mug shot. Okay, so there we are done. Now let's take the fingerprint of another suspect, Darnell Sawyer. Okay, so finally there was seem to be some lag in the game sometimes. Okay, so our shift has ended and we have earned 180 simoleons at the end of the shift. So now we can get home, I guess, and prepare for tomorrow's work day. So Richa is home after a long work day and she's really hungry. What we can do is that we should actually get her to cook something. I mean, a fruit salad is never just enough. What we can do is that we can just get her to whip up something really quick, like a grilled cheese, party size. After she gets done eating, we can work on improving the other needs like fun and social. So for fun, we can get her to watch television, and for for social, what we can do is probably we can get her to chat online, probably, I guess. We are just getting her to chat. So yeah, it doesn't improve the social as much as I would like it to, but at least if till we get it to the green bar, I believe it should be fine. Let's get her to watch. Let's get her to watch some television. Okay, it's really late, so we should get her to bed now. She needs to go to work tomorrow as well. And let's start off to tomorrow. Okay, so since Richa couldn't wake up on time, we couldn't fulfill her needs. So the notification came up to go to work. So we just decided to go to work, but her needs are not fulfilled yet. Like she's going to get hungry soon, and her hygiene is also not fulfilled. So we'll be working on that during work. So what we are at is training day 2. Train harder. There's still a bit more to learn before you'll be ready for your own case. First, it's time to get out into the community and start building your reputation as a friendly protector or hardened authority figure. After that, you'll get to take a shot at finding and arresting a suspect. Get a move on, rookie. Okay, so what we do first is that we fulfill her needs. Oh, so while we were going up to buy a meal, we have a notification here which says that a clue has been discovered where that the suspect is female. So the case that we were working on yesterday is where we have discovered that one of the suspects is a female. So let's see where we can get at with that case. Okay, so now what we have here is to go on patrol. So we make Richa go on patrol. Okay. When an officer is on patrol, they get to know the community and to help to keep the troublemakers in check. Talk with the residents to make a friendly or mean impression. If you see anyone littering or fighting, issue a citation to make sure that they obey the law. So what we do here is that let's get hold of some civilians to whom we can speak. Who do we have here? Justin Delgado. Okay. Friendly introduction. Okay, so we have Richa here who's making a friendly introduction with him. And what do we have here? We can just interact with him, maybe get to know him. We just fulfill one part of this. Let's see if someone's trying to create any problems. We can issue the citation to them. God, aren't there any Sims who are... Oh yes, I guess I... Yes. I found someone who's fighting, finally. Yes, so we are done, and now we can go back to the police station. Okay, you have processed enough clues to issue an all points bulletin. While you have a rough description of the suspect, the more clues you find and process, the more specific the description becomes. When you have a very detailed description of the perp, you will be less likely to arrest an innocent who shares few similarities with the guilty party. Okay, we come right here and issue an APB. All points bulletin. A suspect fitting the APB description has been spotted in this area. Ask around to see if anyone can point you toward the suspect. Use a notebook to review the suspect description before you make an arrest. If you arrest the wrong person, it won't look good on your record. So I don't think our time is enough, so we will stay late today and we'll try to finish this work. What we can do, we can ask her about the suspect. Who's I just saw someone over like that. Okay, ask about suspect. Let's see if we can get anyone else to talk to. Oh yeah, right here. Isn't oh, so she's the suspect. Let's ask about her again. Well, she does match our profile. Let's just arrest her and see what happens. So we did a bad job. We couldn't catch the suspect, unfortunately, since my game kept glitching out. And now we are back. Okay, so we are back home after a bad day of work. And I believe this is where we will end our video for today. And let's see what the next day has in store for us. And for Richa as well. She seems really upset about the fact that she couldn't arrest the suspect and that affected her pay cut for the day. So thank you everyone for tuning in to this episode of the Detective Career for Richa. And as always, I would like to thank you all for supporting this channel. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And make sure to put on the bell notification so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get the notification for the same. As always, thank you very much and goodbye.